What if a man, wanted for serious crimes, vanished, only to reappear as the supreme leader of a brand new country that doesn't actually exist? Welcome to the bizarre story of Nithyananda, India's most flamboyant fugitive, who built a fake nation from scratch, gave it a flag, a currency, and even sent diplomats to the United Nations. And it almost worked. In this video, we uncover how one self-proclaimed Godman fooled millions, faked a government, scammed foreign officials, and nearly secured global recognition for a nation without borders, citizens, or even land. Stay to the end, because what you're about to hear will make you question not just how far one con man can go, but how easily the world can be duped with the right mix of robes, lies, and Photoshop. It began, like most unbelievable stories, with a scandal. In 2010, a video surfaced of a celibate Godman in an intimate moment with a Tamil actress. The man, Swami Nithyananda, draped in saffron robes, adored by thousands, and followed like a demigod. He claimed it wasn't him, but even a child could tell otherwise. Forensic reports later confirmed it. But this wasn't the start of his deception, just the point where the mask started slipping. The rise of a fraudster. Born in 1978 as Arunachalam Rajasekaran in Tamil Nadu, Nithyananda claimed to have reached enlightenment at age 10 while meditating on a hill. By 2000, he opened his first ashram. By 2003, he had dozens. In 2010, he was a global guru with meditation centers across India, the US, and Europe. He wore grand robes, spoke in flowery spiritual jargon, and delivered lectures that made little sense, but sounded deep. He said thoughts were independent, unconnected, untouched, and followers nodded in awe. He claimed to cure cancer. He said he could open a third eye. He even began teaching spirituality and yoga in English to impress his international audience. And it worked. The crimes behind the curtain, but behind the colorful robes and divine talks was a darker reality. Women came forward, alleging that Nithyananda raped them under the guise of ritual purification. He made his followers sign NDAs, legal documents, before abusing them. One American follower, R.T. Rao, secretly recorded a hidden camera video inside his room. It was that footage, released in 2010, that cracked the illusion for millions. He was arrested, jailed for 50 days. But instead of disappearing into shame, Nithyananda returned to the spotlight, with more followers than ever. He told them this was an attack on Hinduism. He framed his crimes as persecution, and they believed him. Even after a 24-year-old woman mysteriously died at his ashram in 2014, her mother claiming she was tortured, the Godman's empire only grew. The escape. By 2018, Nithyananda was facing trials for rape, torture, and kidnapping. But court after court, he didn't show up. That same year, one of his top followers, Sarah Landry, helped him secure political asylum in Canada. She would later leave the cult after discovering children in his school were being starved and forced to beat each other. And then, Nithyananda vanished. He fled India through Nepal using a fake passport. Reports suggest he made his way to the US, where he began a new plan. If India wouldn't protect him, he'd make his own country. Kailasa, the country that isn't real. In December 2019, he released a bizarre video. Draped in robes, sitting on a golden throne, Nithyananda declared the founding of a sovereign Hindu nation, Kailasa. He said it was a spiritual successor to ancient Hindu civilization. It would protect persecuted Hindus worldwide. It would have its own constitution, currency, central bank, and passport. He even claimed it gave free access to 11 spiritual dimensions and 14 locusts. Its location? An island near Ecuador. But when reporters asked the Ecuadorian government, they denied everything. They had never granted asylum. Nithyananda was not on their land. So where was this country? Turns out, Kailasa only existed on a website, The world begins to believe. But Nithyananda had a plan. With high-quality branding, slick websites, fake ministries, and self-declared titles, he created a digital illusion so convincing that even governments started to fall for it. He created fake NGOs in the US, UK, and Asia, 13 in total, collecting legal donations. These were used to fund Kailasa's diplomacy. Then came the photos. Nithyananda's ambassadors met politicians in the US, the UK, and even the UN. In 2023, one of his followers walked into a UN event claiming to be the permanent ambassador of Kailasa. She spoke about Hindu persecution. She wore official robes. She handed out brochures. The UN, stunned, issued a clarification, but the damage was done. The photos circulated. People believed. Even Newark got fooled. In the same year, the city of Newark, New Jersey, signed a sister city agreement with Kailasa. Why? They didn't check. They thought Kailasa was a real island nation near Ecuador. A week later, when they discovered it was a hoax, the mayor canceled the agreement. But Kailasa's website had already published the story. US recognizes Kailasa as a nation. A 1,000-year land lease in the Amazon. Still, Nithyananda had a problem. To be a real country, he needed land. So in 2024, his team traveled, posing as aid workers, to Bolivia. They found Amazonian tribal leaders struggling after a wildfire. They offered help, and then offered money. In exchange, they wanted land on a 1,000-year lease. The contract was written in English. The locals thought it was a 25-year agreement. In reality, it would have handed over sovereignty of 480,000 hectares, 3 times the size of New Delhi, to Kailasa. It said Kailasa would control the airspace, natural resources, and military protection. It even said the tribes would defend Kailasa from foreign attack and support its bid to join the UN. Thankfully, Bolivian journalists exposed it just in time. The leases were canceled. Kailasa's agents were arrested and deported. The delusional claims continue. Despite the scandals, Nithyananda's claims grew more absurd. He said Einstein's equation was wrong. He declared that he was Lord Shiva, reborn. He claimed he was living inside the hollow earth with aliens. He proposed a cosmic airport for UFO landings. He offered tech to make cows speak Tamil and Sanskrit. He even asked Bill Gates to donate $50 billion to his Incarnation Trust, promising to return the money to Gates in his next life. Nithyananda also said he'd give 3 eyes to 3 billion people, more than the Earth's population of Hindus. Some laughed, but others still believed. The final truth. As of June 2025, Nithyananda remains a fugitive. No one knows exactly where he is. His YouTube channel still uploads regular videos of him on a throne, speaking nonsense in front of digital backgrounds, calling himself the Supreme Pontiff and living incarnation of Paramashiva. His digital nation, Kailasa, has no land, no people, no government, no recognition, but it has a flag, a national anthem, a reserve bank, a fake currency, and thousands of followers are still donating. Even now, the Kailasa website claims citizenship is just a few clicks away. Over 12 million people, they say, have applied for e-citizenship. The chatbot on their website, it crashes when you ask where Kailasa actually is. But don't worry, the digital embassy is open, right in your spam folder. Nithyananda's story proves one terrifying truth. With confidence and a camera, even the wildest lies can feel real. Don't fall for spiritual scams dressed in saffron and silk. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to subscribe for more mind-bending mysteries.